this video, we are going to discuss something a viewer privately sent me on Facebook earlier this evening regarding a nice bus route that is seasonal and does not have an updated PDF file on their website. This route, if you're not familiar with it, goes between the Freeport train station and Jones Beach. This is the N88 route. This route in the past couple of years has faced its scrutiny thanks to the privatization of course, the entire Nassau County bus network, thanks to the previous county executive. Last year, if you don't remember, they were only going to send out weekend service only on the 88, but New York somehow found a way to keep this bus running 7 days a week. Thankfully this year, we have that situation where the bus is running 7 days a week for seasonal service. But this viewer, who I'm going to just give the name Yuki, showed me something very disturbing. And that disturbing fact is where we will go to my screen and I will show you what this viewer was talking about in regards to the wrong PDF schedule on the Nice Bus website. It's a little bit close to 8 o'clock on the 27th. As we're quickly talking here, it's currently raining outside, so if you hear any thunder for that regard, I apologize. I can't really do anything because my room is just honestly too close for comfort, but I am safe in here, so I'm not worried about that. But as you can see, here's an N88 going to the Freeport train station right now, and hopefully people will be able to connect for train service before the rain honestly gets worse. Let's just figure out what time this bus was due into. Yeah, so it's on time pretty much, about a few minutes early. This bus left at 7:55, and I want to quickly show you something very disturbing that I was brought to the attention tonight by, of course, Yuki. So this PDF schedule is from 2013. Do you know how disturbing that is to see that? This is not accurate, obviously, because this is, of course, 5 years old. Hello, 2013 was when I graduated high school. So I'm thinking, why didn't the county update this? Here's more proof. Here's more proof. Veolia. Transdev took over Nice back in 2014. So, this username Yuki gladly brought this up to me tonight via private message on Facebook, talking about how it's a disgrace that Nassau County can't even update their website just to give a PDF schedule. And I completely agree with this user, because, and I want to apologize about my mouse being in the way, I can't do anything about it at the moment, but here's the thing. This is the accurate schedule. So, Yuki sent me this schedule, his own DOX file for Microsoft Office. I want to thank him for sharing it with me tonight. So we will get to the point I want to make. So this was the bus that we just saw on the Nice Bus website. So this bus is due into, honestly, Freeport right now. I'm saying honestly because, again, look at this schedule from 5 years ago. This is not right. So that would mean the next bus leaving for the night to go back to Freeport would be the 8:55 p.m. bus going to the Freeport train station at 9:14. Now we take a look at southbound service. If the computer will be willing to cooperate, I would gladly appreciate if it did. There we go. So the next bus at Station Plaza Freeport is scheduled to leave at 8:30, right? Last bus of the night. Back in 2013, it was supposed to leave at 8:27 and arrive at 8:46. It's a few minutes off. As you can see here, I'm going to click on the link again just to prove to you that I'm not crazy, and Yuki's certainly not crazy for providing me this information and giving you the necessary information so that when you go on the website and you're wondering if you want to go to Jones Beach this weekend, well, this is not good. And this is just honestly the point I want to make. They also give you the 2013 schedule. 2013 schedule of the concerts that were at Jones Beach Theater. Now, I can tell you for a fact, as a Northwell Health employee, it's not Nikon, it's Northwell. First of all, I will tell you that right now. First fact. Alright? Okay? And this is another problem that I cannot seem to figure out from this county. Is that Yuki sent me this information. Sent me it, right? And it's just disturbing wondering, well, the county just can't update the PDF. I'm honestly just disturbed by this fact. That again, this is what happens when you have a private operator. I don't know what Transdev was thinking, not operating the updating the schedule. It's a disgrace. I'm very glad Yuki came up with his own design for a timetable. Wi-Fi articulated buses which USB will be under your seats. Reminder, if last N88 bus, the Long Island Bus Riders Union will recommend everyone to take taxi to Wantaw to wait for train back to Penn. Freeport ticket can be used at Wantaw Station, same fare. Right. Yuki makes a good point. I know that fare zone very well. I've gone from Lynbrook to Merrick. So, if I want to go to, let's say, Massapequa, I could still pay $150 with my reduced fare. Just as a random example. Bus stops in Jones Beach will be serving the West Bathhouse at all time. Apparently Yuki is sort of wrong on this point because apparently the Where's My Bus feature was working. If anything, you can just use the Transit app, which I've told numerous people about, to track Nice Bus. Because the Nice Bus app, honestly, is not nice. I do not recommend it. All I'm going to say is to make the experience easier for Nice, even though the bus is not going to be consumer-friendly in a way. At least just knowing where it is should be a luxury. So that's why I'm going to say this again. You have an iPhone, you have an Android, please download the Transit app. Alright? It makes the experience a whole lot easier when you know your miserable ride will come. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to take the Nice Bus this month. Thankfully, it'll only be once a month because honestly, on the whole system, and I tell this to everybody, I've dealt with the 22 and the 24. It's miserable. So lately, when I use the system, I honestly just use the N6 and the N25 because they show up at least. I'm sorry for going a little bit off topic, but when Yuki brought up this point about the Where's My Bus thing, well, I just looked it up, so I did correct him, which I'm glad I did. And if he was hurt by that, I'm sorry, but it was working just a few minutes ago, as we just saw. Yes, and of course, Nice Bus started the new service link. It's now $4.50 for the South Shore areas. I think it's supposed to help people in East Meadow, from what I've heard. I hope it does. The only problem with Nice Link is that the college students are just not going to be able to afford it. It's not even going to Nassau Community College. So, what's the whole point of the Nice Bus link? You don't even have a route that can't get to Nassau Community College to accommodate the students from Roosevelt Field. See, I had friends who went to Roosevelt Field, alright? And they told me the M51 was always their transfer point. And of course, they've gone on to different colleges now, but I still advocate for the M51 because I'm going to say this again. You have the people who use the Merrick train station, the college students, right? Who, let's say, are going westbound or eastbound, right? That's why they need that bus. And then, of course, you have the other students who need northbound service to Roosevelt Field just to get westbound or eastbound. So, they don't have an option because Nassau County pretty much said, sorry, we're just going to cut this route. And I'm only bringing it up because when I think of NiceLink, I think it's just going to be a disaster. That's just my opinion. I mean, the only way you fix the problem is just bringing back the 51. That's the only simple answer. But no, that's not how Nassau County sees it. And, you know, a lot of people lately, I'll just quickly mention it. A lot of people do agree that I should keep blaming Nassau County for the issue at Queens Village with the bus depot. Well, I'm very happy people are letting me do that. And with regards to a protest, I'll quickly mention this, unrelated. I'm going to say this now. I'm thinking of doing the silent route and possibly filing a Title VI in Brooklyn sometime in September. I'm thinking if I can get to Livingston Street and file a Title VI against the depot, if, you know, I talk to somebody and they say, well, do you have paperwork for me to just possibly get a Title VI filed and say discrimination because we're not getting adequate bus conditions, then, you know, I'm thinking that's the best way I could do it. Now, if any other politicians want to organize a protest, I'll tell them this. If you want to organize it at Queens Village, the depot itself, and again, I'm sorry for making it unrelated again because Yuki made his points unrelated here, so I might as well go unrelated. Let them do their work. They're the professionals. And if I want to join their protest, then maybe I will. To get better bus conditions. I don't know. And then Yuki makes a good point here. And as I said, I was just rambling because, you know, I had these random thoughts about what I said back on Thursday, which was, not Thursday, excuse me, Wednesday. I want to do it, but there is the quiet process, and that is, of course, filing the Title VI paperwork. And I'm going to keep considering that option. And if this happens continuously the next few weeks and going before Labor Day, then after Labor Day, honestly, somebody needs to tell these unions off at this point. And the only way you can tell these unions off is just filing the necessary Title VI complaint. Alright, so that's pretty much going to wrap this video up. One last point I want to make is that I was mentioning the schedules earlier, and I knew about the Jimmy Buffett concert taking place this upcoming Thursday, August 2nd. And many of you know I'm a classic rock fan, and WBAB, I do listen to them at work. I do listen to them here in Queens on the iHeartRadio app. They've been mentioning it a lot. And I know, believe it or not, somebody who might be going to that Kesha and Malcolmore concert on Monday. So and this is my opinion, the N88 should be providing service to these concerts. Yeah, Marilyn Mason. I might know somebody who might be going to this one. Brad Paisley, I might know somebody who could be going to this one. The Evan Scene concert, I know somebody who might be seeing that. And then look at this. You have the Billboard Hot 100 Festival. Do you know how how much the N88 has to do? There have been so many concerts this summer, but yet, this is what I don't understand. The county just can't update the schedules. Shame on you, Transdev. Shame on you. That was my final point of the video. Once again, I apologize for rambling because I wanted to get some thoughts out because tomorrow I am going to be out most of the day, and just doing a video tonight was the only convenient thing I could do with regards to what I wanted to talk about and what the viewers sent me, and I'm glad I did that. Until the next one, take care.